Warmly welcome to Exploring Miracles. I'm exploring the text in A Course in Miracles, lesson by lesson, and doing my best to reflect on the lessons as I go with the text. We have come to lesson number 105. God's peace and joy are mine. God's peace and joy are yours. Today we will accept them, knowing they belong to us. And we will try to understand these gifts increase as we receive them. They are not like to the gifts the world can give, in which the giver loses as he gives the gift. The taker is the richer by his loss. So we are saying bye-bye to the old way of looking at the world, if we have been in that way of looking at the world, and that was that everything is tradable. It's a world of trading. I do you a favor, you do mine. I wish you a wonderful life, and you wish me a wonderful life back. And even with ourselves, we can be traders. If I do this, I'm good. Always, could be like that. Not everyone, but I've been in that world. And so we are stopping to trading today because we are the gift. That was a bit of a spoiler alert, but I will go on with the text, the paragraphs. Okay. Such are not gifts, trading stuff, or emotions, or thoughts, or actions. Such are not gifts, but bargains made with guilt. The truly given gifts entails no loss. It is impossible that one can gain because another loses. This implies a limit and an insufficiency. And I believe that everyone says yes to that, because now we have been reading or listening to this text for 104 lessons, so we know what is what. We know what we are, and we know that there is something more to us and everyone than just self-interest and achievements and stuff. So, no gift is given thus. Such, quote unquote, gifts are but a bid for a more valuable return, a loan with interest to be paid in full, a temporary lending meant to be a pledge of debt to be repaid with more than was received by him who took the gift. I will jump, and I will go to the practice periods, and then I will do my best to reflect on this. What is what? The meditation, the practice for today. My brother or sister, peace and joy I offer you, that I may have God's peace and joy as mine. And there is a bit more to this practice than just, in general, wishing somebody, brother or sister, fellow human being, this gift of what we are, peace and joy. We are going to think about an enemy, somebody who we, in the first, maybe not wish so much joy and peace and joy. And that's the practice. So we are supposed to think of somebody enemy. We can understand what the text means by that. Somebody we don't immediately feel the warmth of the heart for, or sympathy, but somebody really we don't like. That's how I read it. And to that person, we don't even have to know that person. We can have read about that person, or we see a person in the news or whatever. My brother or sister, peace and joy I offer you, that I may have God's peace and joy as mine. I will continue. Thus, by doing this, you prepare yourself to recognize God's gift to you and let your mind be free of all that would prevent success today, success with that practice, success with knowing that we are peace and joy. So we are it. We don't even have to give it because we are it. So if we wish somebody, anyone, this, we're not giving anything away because we are it. That's the stable foundation within. All right. Now, here comes an interesting question. Now, are you ready to accept the gift of peace and joy that God has given you? Now, are you ready to experience the joy and peace you have denied yourself? Now you can say, God's peace and joy are mine, for you have given what you would receive. This is a very clear lesson. When we become the divine, stable truth within, we don't even think about giving away something or receiving, because that is what is. My brother, peace and joy I offer you, that I may have God's peace and joy as mine. So, what we radiate will come back to us tenfold, hundredfold, thousandfold. That is the practice for today. My brother, peace and joy I offer you, that I may have God's peace and joy as mine. It's repeated in the end of the lesson. Now, what can I say about this that I haven't said already? Peace and joy are mine. Well, it suggests that peace and joy obviously does not belong in the constructed self. We know what the constructed self is by now. We know more about what is the separate identity or the narrative of me, my life story, what constructed me, my narrative, and everything built from memory and the thought system, the belief system that we have. That's not that's not a true self. And therefore, there is really no giver. There is, as I see it, a beer. Yeah, and don't we wish everyone to be that? I do. I think this is what this lesson is about. Even the worst of the worst who have missed the mark, because we have learned that that is what a sin in its original concept in its original form means. It's a human being, us, and no matter how awful the thing we commit, walking around on earth in this body, that we can miss the mark severely, and that is a sin. So we have we feel love for people who've done that, and I hope, if I make a terrible thing, commit something, and really do harm to people, that I will, of course, see the consequences. It's not about not seeing the consequences, but not have too much hatred projected on me. So let's not project hate on anyone. They have missed the mark. And lesson number 100, it was a bit of an extension, sorry. I'm thinking loudly here to understand. Lesson 105 points beyond us as narrators of stories, our own life story and other people's stories. So peace belongs to what in us that becomes aware. And peace is the gift here. The gift this lesson talks about is not a thing, not even an action, actually. It is what we are. And there is a natural quiet in that, and it is not ecstatic or dramatic or anything. It's just that we become that, the divine that. Uh, I think I will close this lesson, and I'm looking very much forward to next lesson, because now we are going really deep here in A Course in Miracles. And luckily we have many, many lessons to go to really go into what is. Thank you very much for taking all your time, and see you soon.